Today's shave is with a historically significant but often overlooked razor. This is a 1947 Gillette Milord, which is pretty neat. See it today on Safety Cat Studios YouTube channel. Friends, today's razor, well, let's start with, today we'll be using Arco soaps, just because, of course it's not just Arco because I'm using the accumulator soup bowl, or lathering bowl, but today's razor is this 1947 Gillette Milord, which is kind of significant in that at that time, I think Gillette was just putting together all kinds of presentation type things. If you could put it in a fancy box, it makes it a better Christmas present. So that could be what the deal was with this. You'll find that the head on it is virtually identical. This is an Aristocrat from the same era, and the head is exactly the same. The whole difference is in the handle. These are both super speed heads, and they just put a different handle on them. Kind of neat, huh? This Milord is different in that it could also have been the same thing, maybe not gold plated. Could have been Aristocrat Junior or Milord in silver or gold. I don't know exactly all the ins and outs of it, but this is a pretty good specimen. We'll be using a Wizament blade in it. We've got our bowl already lathered, and we're doing a little bit of worm on the face because, man, it's cold as can be this morning. It was 4 degrees when I woke up, which is unusual for Ohio. I remember when I was a kid, it seemed to be not as unusual to get this cold. It just seems like things are warmer now as an overall trend. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think there's any global warming or anything. When I was in college, I took a couple courses in meteorology. At that time, they were talking a little bit about, well, in the 70s, they were worried about global cooling. And they were trying to warm things up by doing crazy stuff like dumping ashes on the polar ice caps and stupid stuff like that. So climate change has been a thing for a very long time. And what had the professor say that in his opinion, and everybody can have one, what I'm saying here, maybe from what you believe, but giving ourselves way too much credit to be able to change the weather systems on a planet of this scale. And that it's all cycles. You get a lot of moving parts when it comes to climate. And anything could mess it up. Say a volcanic explosion, or the change in the solar cycles can do things. Sure, a man is a little bitty part, but the little bit that we do put into the atmosphere isn't really enough to do anything much to it. That first pass with that Milord is very, very good. Super Speeds are incredible razors on their own, and then when you have a presentation model which may have gone through additional quality control steps, it means everything lines up a little bit better. Even 80 years later, maybe 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 10. Yeah, even 80 years later, this thing is darn good. You don't see as many of these as Aristocrats. They must not have been popular, maybe, or people didn't save them. I don't know. But the handle is just a little bit thinner than the Aristocrat. And the weight is the same though. So I don't know what magic they did to make the heavier, the thicker handle be a little bit lighter. Maybe it's thinner in the barrel part. I don't know, but it's doing a pretty good job with it. Let's go ahead and do a third pass. The Arco, along with the other soaps that are in here, coming together real good. Okay, so I have a little bit of artisan soap, I got a little bit of classic soap, and I got the Arco factory soap, I think. We have a combination that we're gonna just keep allowing to accumulate in here. Our brush today comes from that ear. This is a strong set that I'd cleaned up and reknotted. It's shedding a little bit, but because it was a cheap knot that I put in. This is one of the first ones that I did. Wasn't sure how to reknot brushes, but this one was in a desk at my grandmother's house when she passed away. So maybe belonged to my grandfather or my father or one of my uncles. It just came from that house. I'm gonna have a face that you could probably ice skate. Well, I wouldn't want you to ice skate on my face, but smooth as ice. Great shave today. I can tell you that there's no irritation. I'm gonna go ahead and do the alum, but there is no problem here. Got just a tiny buzz. This is all over, saying that, yeah, you got it right down to skin level, and there's no whiskers left. Okay, let's do a little post shave here. Hit ourselves up with a Thayer's lemon. And because I'm kind of doing classic stuff today, a classic fragrance would be bay rum. So I'm going to use my Dog from Every Town bay rum, which is all different odds and ends. This has been really my favorite bay rum fragrance because it seems to take all the best from all the ones that I've used in there. Love me some bay rum. I had a really great shave today. Thank you for coming to watch. I'm Major Rich, and you'll find me at theshavingcodger.com. You might be finding me on my YouTube channel, which is Safety Cat Studios. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, and if you're so inclined, subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.